Hi guys, I'm Sparkmaster Neon, and you may have seen my first free-to-playthrough video. That was like maybe 20 seconds. I was having technical difficulties, so I was starting it back up. I'm here to challenge myself to a free-to-play playthrough and prove to everyone that you don't have to put money into this game to succeed. In fact, I've even gone so far as to name myself Freedom Fighter because I'm fighting for your financial freedom. Hoping I can do some beginner-friendly tutorials and go through the game and help you all understand what it truly means to be a traveler in Teyvat. Alright, here we go. Round 2. Oh. Round 2. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. What? Alrighty, here we go. When starting the game, it's always important to familiarize yourself with menus, so... Also, make sure you set your birthday. Let's see... 7-7. Lucky numbers. It'd be stupid to put my real birthday, but I can at least use my lucky numbers. No, I will not be spending any money. Completely free to play. Let's see. But yeah, so it's always good to familiarize yourself with the menus. Here you have your attributes. You see your HP, your attack, your defense. If you open up the details, you can see all the intricate stuff like, you know, crit rate, crit damage, healing, your elemental damage bonuses and resistances, and physical on the bottom here. But the big one that a lot of people struggle to understand at first is elemental mastery. Basically, as it says here, the higher a character's elemental mastery, the stronger the elemental energy that can be released. Increases damage caused by your vaporize and melt procs by, right now, 0% because I don't have an element because I haven't progressed in the story. I'll get to that in a bit. But essentially, every effect has a % damage increase based off which effect it is. Your elemental mastery will increase that damage increase, which makes it really powerful. Also good to make sure your weapons and stuff are up to snuff. But since we're just getting started right now, I'll get back to that stuff. Your inventory, obviously, is going to be your bag, what you have in your inventory. Right now I have nothing. And quests, obviously, only one. And then the map, which right now, I'm nowhere. I'm just in space. But yeah. Here we go. Oh, tutorial. Always remember when you're in your combos, you can dash out of them. It will be a lifesaver later on. Watch your opponents carefully. If they seem like they're about to strike, be ready to strike. Alrighty, waypoints. Yes, so with a waypoint, you can teleport to anywhere you've interacted with a waypoint here. So if I pull up my map, for example, I can then select the teleport waypoint and teleport. Which, I'm here already, so it didn't load for some reason. But I guess it's tutorial purposes, right? So yeah, let's head out to the statue.
The path ends here. Guess we'll just have to climb.
Climbing is simple. You just have to make sure when you're sprinting.
Depleted stamina takes time to recover.
Yeah, just like Paimon said, you gotta be careful of your stamina. Now, early on, you have
We're off
basically no
to
stamina. You have to be
a
excessively
statue of the
careful,
seven.
or you will regret it.
Which of the
For
seven
example,
are you looking for exactly?
if you're swimming and you run out of stamina, this is the fear of most. The great drowning disparity. Oh no. And early in the game, I personally fear water. I fear it. I avoid it like the plague. It will destroy you. It is your enemy until you have enough stamina to properly swim. And if you find it, if you're struggling to keep proper stamina in water after you've increased your stamina bar a great duration, there's always going to be characters like Baido and whatnot that will have passive traits that will increase it if you happen to get Baido. I mean, I can't really vouch for it on this file. I'm not going to have her either, so. Strictly free-to-play characters. Ah, Mondstadt, my favorite city.
That's a statue of the... There are a few of these statues scattered across the land to show the Seven's protection over the world. Among the 7 gods, this god controls the wind. Paimon's not sure whether the god you're looking for is the animal god, but... Paimon will take you to the animal god's place first, and there's the reason why.
Let's see why. Act 1 of the prologue.
As we all know...
Oh, I don't have my glider. Ah, veteran's mistake. I'm so used to having one that I just jumped off a cliff, and wow, my health is gone. As you can see, jumping off cliffs is bad for having a glider, but I will show you a neat little trick that I have. One sec, got a comment, let's see. I will not be using I will only be using one character that I get in a free pull. And that will be Noelle from the guaranteed starter pull. All of my other characters are only from story progression. That was a good question. Thank you, different person, for that. But before I forget, I'm gonna climb back up this cliff and show you guys the secret to jumping off that cliff and taking no damage. Ah, no energy. That's something you get used to when you're a veteran player, is you have so much stamina you can just throw it around, but not right now. So, oh, I have to talk to Paimon first.
There are a few of these among this. Paimon's not sure. Paimon.
Oh, she's just gonna repeat what she said. Good to know. I'm gonna jump off here. When you get close to the ground, if you slam, you take no damage if you're close enough. That is my loophole. Of course, the glider works too once you get that, but we currently don't have one, so. Oh. You see, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have to actually follow Paimon down the hill. Well, can't speedrun everything now, can you? Alrighty. Let's get back up here and see what's going on. Alright, Paimon. Let's watch this cutscene again for the 18th time. Because you can't skip. Okay. Let's go. Me and my absolutely no health.
As we all know,
somehow miraculously surviving.
Like the wind. There'll definitely be someone there who knows about your sister. At least that's what Paimon thinks. Whether the gods actually answer you is a different story. You never know unless you try. So let's hop to it.
It's true. You never know unless you try. Words to live by. You know it's true because it rhymes. Ooh, treasure chest. Look at me. Also good to grab treasure chests whenever you see them. Because trust me, it sucks to pass. I mean, it sucks to grind treasure chests when you're specifically looking for them. If you passively grind them, you'll find that you find a lot more. Oh, you want me to go to my inventory? Okay. Yeah. Okay, where's Paimon? Oh, gotta go back here. Don't want to restart this again.
Ah. Swim right over.
All right, the dreaded water. My arch nemesis. Like, you go too slow here, but look how fast that stamina drains. It's ridiculous. Okay. Let's go get our blessing. Our very first one. Blessing of Animo. Barbados, Archon of Wind, grant me your power. That's what I'm talking about. And I will gladly go over an MO as soon as I get my next character so I can show you how it interacts with other elements while I'm showing you how it works.
Ooh, did you just feel the elements of the world? Seems all you had to do was just touch the statue and you got the power of Animo. As much as they may want it, people in this world can never get a hold of powers as easily as you. Uh-huh, it's because you're not from this world to begin with.
Yeah, but why do you know that, Paimon? Like, for real, why do you know
keep heading west
that
from
I can
here,
do all
we'll
this?
eventually reach Mondstadt, the city of freedom. Mondstadt is the city of wind because they worship the god of Animo. So perhaps, because you got power from the god of Animo, you can find some clues there. There are also lots of bards there, so perhaps one of them has heard news of your sister. Let's move then. The elements in this world responded to your prayers, and Paimon thinks that's a lovely sign.
Paimon knows a little too much. Oh. Well, actually, here we go. I can show you this. So Animo is an interesting element. On its own, it just does Animo damage. But, if you notice right there, my attack turned from Animo to Pyro. Animo picks up the elements that... You see they have the little fire symbol over them? That means they're affected by Pyro. Now, if you hit them with a Pyro move, an enemy will do that, but slimes will always proc their element, have their element proc. Which is why Animo responds to those slime elements, becomes Pyro, and then detonates the Pyro in what's called a swirl effect. Now, a swirl effect goes with any element. It's just, in this sense, it's just Pyro. And that works for my Tornado too, watch. You'll see the Tornado turns to fire. And then it gets vaporized over the water, which is what happens when fire reacts with water.
Oh, Paimon's so jealous. Why doesn't Paimon get cool fighting powers?
Animo is arguably one of the, I would say, one of the best supportive and main DPSing roles that you can have, because you can pick up any element and use it and bend it to your will if you know what you're doing properly with Animo. And that's why I love characters like Venti, even though I'll never be able to use Venti on this file. Animo Traveler for life! No. Oh. Hello, Devalin.
What is that?
How's it going?
Huge.
God, I forgot how this game goes. Also, for example, if I hit the water one here, you'll notice it turns into a water effect. It turns blue. That's because it interacts with the water. To demonstrate that it's not just Pyro, it's any element that can be picked up by Animo. And I'll show you a little more advanced mechanics once I get Amber here soon. So that way I'll have some Pyro. I can proc Pyro on other people. And whatnot.
Huh? Look at that!
Well, I can do... That's a good question, Zerman Person. Do you think it makes sense for me to use free characters I pull with my free Primogems? I do have a file that I do put money into, and I have all but a very low amount of characters. And I plan on doing character tutorials using that profile instead of this one.
Who's there?
Because I agree, I think that would be cool as well.
Close. Paimon almost got blown away. Luckily, Paimon managed to grab hold of your hair. Thanks. Just what was that? Paimon thought we were gonna get eaten. It definitely has something to do with that weirdo who was talking to the dragon. Yeah, Paimon gets why you're worried. Oh, what's that? There's some kind of shiny red thingy on the big rock over there. Let's go take... Be careful. Paimon doesn't have a good feeling about this. Paimon's never seen a stone like this before, so Paimon can't tell what it is. All Paimon knows is that it's dangerous. Best we put it away for now. Okay, we've got it. Now let's get out of here.
Alrighty. Adventuring 3 already? Ah, forgot how easy it used to be. Nowadays you grind 3 weeks and you get an adventure rank. Where I'm at, up near 50. I'm at 48 now, but I'm almost at 50 on my main account. Amber! Finally a pyro unit. Woo. That's one thing this game does give you. It gives you one of every element for free.
Outrider for the Knights of Favonius. You don't look like citizens of Mondstadt. Explain yourselves.
We're not looking for trouble.
That's what all the troublemakers say. Doesn't
Hello, I'm
sound
Freedom
like
Fighter.
a local name to me.
No, because it's not a real name. It's my title.
And this mascot, what's the deal with it?
Emergency food.
Hey! That's even worse than being a mascot!
How can you not say emergency food? I mean, I didn't on my main account, and I've regretted it every day since.
So
But you have
sum
to.
it up,
It's a running
you're
joke at this
traveling
point.
partners, right? Look,
Right.
there's been a large dragon sighted around Mondstadt recently. Best you get inside the city as soon as possible. It's not far from here. I'll escort you there.
You underestimate my
Oh.
power.
Aren't you out here for some other reason?
I am, but not to worry. I can keep you both safe while doing that too. Besides, I'm still not sure if I can trust you two just yet.
That's a rude way to speak to guess.
I'm sorry.
Don't know
Probably
you can
not
trust
something I
me.
should say as a knight.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
give you my apologies. Strange yet respectable travelers.
That sounded so fake.
Do you have something against the type of language usage prescribed by the Knights of Favonius Handbook?
Yes, I do.
Leave it to me.
Yes, I unlocked Amber. Okay, so archery. Rudy Tooty, aim and shooty. Oh, look, I missed. You have to be careful because you might miss. Also, keep in mind, arrows do have fall off. So if you're aiming a very long distance, you're gonna want to arc it above so you can hit the rock like I just did. See, like if I'm aiming right here, I'm gonna go a little higher,
Him to find his sister.
Oh,
and then
looking
it'll
for your
drop and hit
family?
right where I want it.
Huh. Okay, let me finish my other stuff first, and then I can help you put up posters around the city.
I forgot. This is PlayStation. I gotta get my stuff. Yes! My sword of dissension. Where's your god now? I'll give you a hint. It's me. Sword of dissension. Okay. Okay, so you want me to level up? Fine, I'll get a head start. It won't get me very far, but woo! Okay.
Jean will be upset if she catches us.
What exactly is it you need to finish doing first?
So,
It's simple. You'll understand in a bit.
while we're here, I will show you the power of
A
pyro.
helichurl.
Quick, get it!
So watch, if I do a charge shot with Amber, notice how, if I can hit it, notice how it procs pyro on them. Now, if I hold R2, it's gonna be pyro, see?
These
It's a
monsters
pyro
have been getting
effect.
too
That's
close to
how
the
an ammo
city
works.
recently.
You trigger the element
My
on the
task this
person,
time is to clear
as
out their
well
camp.
as proccing the anemo. That's how anemo works with other elements, and that's how proccing elements works. Let's see. Another way you can, fun way. You see their campfire? I'm going to ignite it. Alright, see how their campfire is ignited? You can actually use overworld stuff like fire of the campfire and proc the fire. And that's some of the coolest stuff ever. With a character like Venti, you can even shoot it with your arrow and it'll proc fire on everyone nearby.
Hey!
If they ever release a
Nothing to
4-star
it.
Nemo Archer.
Though I've gotta say, you surprised me a little with your moves there. Thanks for the backup. How'd it feel?
I barely
Now
broke
that
a
you
sweat.
mention it,
I was
how is
doing
it
a
the
tutorial.
Hilichurls
I
ended
wasn't
up?
trying.
These creatures don't seem like the type to set up camps so close to cities like this.
Exactly.
Nah.
It's more normal for them to be much further out in the wilderness. But because the dragon, Storm Terror, has been around a lot more recently, our orchards have been destroyed and the local market has been affected as well. When the storms hit, we usually end up with at least a few injuries, so the Knights of Favonius have been tied up doing the best they can to defend the area.
So these annoying creatures have been
Yeah,
getting closer
it might
and
be
closer
helpful
to
if
the
their
city?
Grandmaster didn't leave them.
Exactly. That said, clearing this camp helped make the area a little bit safer. Come with me. A responsible knight.
But Jean does her best. But first, treasure! And now that we've been over in Nemo, I'll go over Pyro. So Pyro is the element of fire, naturally. You have fire. And as I showed you before, you can ignite things like the campfire there, or a field of grass. But you have to be careful, because if you ignite the grass here, and you stand in it, you're going to take damage. See the little 5 damage ticks down at my feet there? Those will legitimately do damage. So you have to be careful when using a pyro person in grass. See, as you can see, I'm taking constant damage. Which, honestly, it seems like a bad thing, but you don't really notice it at higher levels. But like I showed you before, you can ignite the grass. Like I'm gonna deal damage to Baron Bunny here with my fire. Get it to detonate, create a bunch of fire, and then you can spread that fire with the Anemo. And that works for all Anemo-based attacks. Your elemental skills and bursts, as well as charged arrows from characters like Anemo archers like Venti. All Anemo damage procs what's called Swirl. And that takes me back to what I was trying to say about the Elemental Mastery here. Elemental Mastery, if you notice, right now my Elemental Mastery is 0, because that usually comes from artifacts, which we don't have yet. I'll get to those later. But essentially, right now it's 0%. And it is on Amber as well. But you see on the... Which line is it? The second to last line at the end, it caused by overload, superconductor, electrocharge, shatter, and at the end you see swirl. Swirl is the Anemo effect. And I can go over each one while we're here. Vaporize consists of hitting fire and water. Either way works. And with fire, it has a 50% increase on water affected people. Whereas if you proc fire and then hit them with the hydro damage, it will be a 100% damage increase. Melt is the same with pyro, with fire and ice, pyro and cryo. Now, again, ice versus fire is 50%, and fire versus ice is 100%. Next, you have the, overload, superconduct, electrocharge, and shattered and swirl. Overloaded is caused when a pyro and electro combination occurs, which does an AoE explosion that will have damage based off the percentage shown in this. Superconduct occurs when you hit cryo with electro, and that does a AoE, like kind of like a sweep. It does a little bit less damage than overload, but it's still very potent. Electrocharged occurs when you hit someone affected with hydro with electro or vice versa, and it makes the electricity jump between enemies. It's like a chain lightning effect. Shattered is the only one that I honestly had a lot of problems figuring out what Shattered was at first because I didn't have a lot of sources to figure it out. Shattered occurs when you break a frozen enemy. Now, in order to freeze an enemy, you have to use cryo on somebody who was inflicted with hydro element, and it freezes them. Now, Shattered will not occur if you hit with something like a sword or a bow or anything. It only occurs when you hit with something that is good for mining, like a claymore or a detonate type situation. Like if you take Noelle's claymore and you hit the frozen enemy, it's going to do a shattered proc, which is going to do a large amount of damage. That's what makes characters like Chongyun so vicious on the battlefield, because Chongyun will freeze his opponents and then hit them with a claymore, or do them simultaneously, and it's just shatter proc, shatter proc, shatter proc. And then Geo makes shields, and that's what that bottom line fork is for, crystallize. And that will Elemental Mastery dictates
Bet
the
you
amount
can't
of
keep
shield
up
you
with
get,
me.
the strength of it. God, I really need that. Glider. I'm gonna head to Mondstadt and go grab that glider before I get myself killed like I almost did in the beginning. But first, I think we need a lesson in cooking. There it is. Get some ingredients.
Never go adventuring on an empty stomach.
Alrighty, let's learn how to cook. Hello, Lynn. How are you?
What should I cook next? Oh, are you travelers from around here as well?
No,
Yeah,
we just
no.
happened to be passing by.
I see. Welcome, travelers. I'm Lynn, the survival expert of the Adventurers Guild. As you can see, I'm experimenting with some new recipes. Eat before you go. The first rule in the Wilderness Survival Guide.
Picnic? Oh, Paimon just loves picnics. My travel partner here is good at cooking as well.
That's right.
Oh,
Cooking
there's a
will
cooking pot
save
right
your
there.
life.
Show me what you got. It's good to have someone to practice with. There are some mushrooms and meat in the barrel over there. Try making a chicken mushroom
What barrel?
stew.
I already broke it. Alrighty. Let's cook. Alright, so. Cooking is fairly simple as long as you can get the timing down. Also, some characters have bonuses. Always check your character bonuses before you cook. That way you make sure you're getting the best one. And they will always appear at the top. If you have none, it'll just have none up top, like right here. Alrighty, so you start it and then you stop it in the orange for a perfect cook. And that gives you proficiency, which will allow you to eventually auto-cook. Once you see where it says 1 out of 5, when you hit 5, you'll be able to auto-cook that food item. Which still takes your ingredients, but you don't have to do the timing anymore. You can make multiple in an instant, which is a lifesaver. On to Mondstadt. Pigeons! Chase the pigeons. Let's see. In we go. Level 4! Let's go! Beautiful, beautiful European-based city. Like straight out of a fairy tale book. With knights and dragons.
Let me officially
All kinds of
introduce
cool
the
stuff.
city of wind, dandelions, and freedom. Travelers under the protection of
Freedom!
the Knights of Favonius, welcome to Mondstadt.
Yes.
Finally, no more having to camp outdoors.
Only makes sense that the freedom fighter starts in the
But
city of freedom.
The city folk don't look too cheery.
Everyone's been put out of place by storm terror recently. But everything will turn out fine as long as Jean's with us.
Jean?
Ah, yes, Jean.
Acting
The
Grand
ever
Master
working.
of the Knights of Favonius. Jean, Defender of Mondstadt. With Jean on our side, surely even the vicious storm terror will be no match for us. Before I take you guys to the Knights of Favonius headquarters, I have a present for you, traveler. It's a reward for helping me clear out that Hilichurl camp.
Alrighty.
Hey, why doesn't Paimon get a reward?
Because this reward is useless to you, Paimon.
Yeah, Paimon, you're just emergency food.
But I'll treat you to a traditional Mondstadt delicacy. Sticky honey roast.
Sticky
Yeah.
honey roast.
That sounds good.
Come with me.
Sounds
We'll head
really
to the
good.
city's, high ground.
Oh no. We're going to the high ground. After I went, you'll underestimate my power. This is some dangerous
This
stuff.
used to be a bustling street, but with so many storm terror attacks
Alrighty.
recently, the usual crowds are
Who
nowhere to be
needs
seen.
stairs? I'm just gonna climb the walls.
Except for the local tavern near the city wall over there. If anything, their business is better than ever.
I forgot. Oh, I never finished Art of Cooking either. I'll have to finish the cooking thing when I leave Mondstadt. It's right outside the gate. We're fine. I showed you how to cook, I just didn't turn in the quest. Ah, mistakes were made. Let's see. Up we go. God, these people must be fit as heck, climbing all these stairs. This would be a good exercise. Just walk the city once a day. Boom. Instant weight loss. program. Like for real. Oh my god. Alrighty. Let's get my glider so I don't die anymore. Let's go. I'm gonna still die, obviously, everybody does.
The present I want
But
a wind glider.
yes.
Outriders use them to ride the wind, and the people of Mondstadt love using them too. I brought you here to give it to you, so you can experience it right away.
Yeah.
Oh, you're really excited about these wind gliders, huh?
Oh yeah, I am. I don't want to die.
Because the wind is the heart and soul of Mondstadt. Alrighty then, enough talk. Let's give it a whirl.
Let's
it's
do
easy
it.
to use, but you still need to pay attention to my instructions.
Gotcha. Let's fly. Let's go. See, this is what I was trying to do at the beginning when I jumped off that cliff and almost killed myself. See, I'm not a crazy person. For now. Maybe it's just today. And boom. There we go. Oh.
The sky.
Let's do this. The dragon descends upon the people of Mondstadt. I must fight for their freedom. So says I, the freedom fighter. Alrighty. God, Dvalin is so cool. And the journey's over before it even began. Oh yeah, I have wings. Alrighty. Let's show this dragon what a real knight can do. Alrighty. Here goes nothing.
How are you staying afloat like this with just a
Yo,
wind
it's
glider?
just like that one final boss fight in Kingdom Hearts
Unpressing your
2.
fall with the power of 1,000 winds.
Yo,
Now,
let's go.
Concentrate. See yourself grasping the wind.
Yeah, it's just like that Xemnas fight. Riku and Sora in Kingdom Hearts 2. Just don't shoot me with those crazy lasers that are hard as heck to dodge. Let's go. See, this is the power of wind. Alrighty. My heart is pure and my aim is true. When I'm done, there will be nothing left of you. Just a little rhyme. Gotta have a battle cry. Especially in the city of bards. Might as well rhyme. That's what makes it true. Alrighty. We've won the battle, but not the war. The war has just begun. Alrighty. What happens if stamina runs out at the wrong time? Only one way to find out. As I've demonstrated, you will either take a massive amount of damage or you will drown. Or maybe you're lucky, you just sprinted too long and you're just standing there, blinking, wondering, why aren't I sprinting anymore? Who knows? Man, just got the glider. I'm already a master of it. Let's go.
Are you hurt?
No, because I have the powers of God and anime on my side. Yeah, the mysterious
You've actually got the power to go up against the dragon.
Kaeya.
Are you a new ally? Or a new storm?
Why can't it be both?
Storm Terror is attacking Mondstadt itself!
I mean, he just
Kaeya,
flew away.
Traveler, you've come at the right time. We must...
Hold on, Amber. Are you perhaps forgetting to introduce us?
Oh, right. This is Kaeya, our cavalry captain. These two are travelers from afar.
From afar? Is that all we know of them?
Yeah, just like you, Mr. Born in Conraya, not telling
Long
us
story
anything.
Short,
I see. Welcome to Mondstadt. Though you haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I understand the anguish of being separated from family. I'm not really sure why you're looking for the Animo God. But everyone has their secrets, right?
Especially
Relax.
you.
I won't press you for more. First and foremost, on behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I would like to extend our thanks to you for your help just now.
Just
Your
leave
fight
it.
to defend the city against the dragon just now was witnessed by no small number of citizens. The acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius is also very interested in meeting you, and
Look at that,
formally
moving
invites
up in
you
the
both
world.
to our headquarters.
Zero to hero. Alrighty, let's pop on these new wings while I'm here. Character, dressing room, and we'll get these wings of dissension on. I want them so bad. Work in progress. Wings of dissension to match my sword. And I have achievements. Let me get some Primo gems I'm never gonna use. Woohoo! Alrighty. Let me get this combat knowledge off my screen. It's bugging me. There we go.
This seems to be the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Let's head in.
Alrighty. Let's go. Ah, gotta love PS4 load times. One day I'll have a PS5 and it'll be smooth. It'll be beautiful. Magnificent, I dare say. I dare say. But for now, alas, we're stuck on the old age tech. Ah, Jean. Work too hard for your own good.
What's the hurry? I thought we agreed to meet them here.
There have been sightings of storm terror outside the city. Once we meet, we must...
Relax. I'll lend a hand when the time comes.
Jean, I've brought them. And once it was over, I brought them straight here.
Mondstadt welcomes you, Windborn travelers. I am Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
Oh, are you sweeties here to help us out?
Of course we are.
You're both so adorable. Sadly,
Hey, I'm
the
a
timing
grown-ass
is
man.
regrettable. Storm terror has
I don't-
caused quite a ruckus in the
not
region since
adorable.
its recent resurgence. Simply put, Mondstadt's elemental sphere and ley lines are now akin to a yarn ball in the paws of a kitten. For a mage, it couldn't get much worse. My skin is one elemental particle away from a full-blown breakout.
Oh,
If it
no.
weren't for this interference, the Knights of Favonius would have better ways to help you than just putting up missing person posters. We simply ask that you repose in Mondstadt while we help you seek out your sister.
Paimon will help too.
I'm not gonna sit on my butt. I'll help
Good.
fix this problem.
In that case, we need a plan.
With Storm Terror now directly attacking Mondstadt, we may have an opportunity to cut this problem off at the source. Lisa has revealed the sources of Storm Terror's power with her detection magic.
Is that so?
They're located in the abandoned Four Winds temples. Storm Terror's ability to whip up these kinds of storms can be attributed to it drawing power from the temples.
Our objective is to deal with 3 of the 4 temples. I trust everyone understands why we are only dealing with 3.
Paimon doesn't.
Nope.
Knights of Favonius, time is against us. The storm is rampant. There's no point in maintaining a defensive position. Alright, we need to take initiative and act before the situation escalates.
I can make a wish. I get one wish, that's it. Only one. Starter one. Give me that guaranteed Noelle because she's free to play. Only because she's guaranteed. See, look at that. Guaranteed. And my only Geo character I shall ever possess hath been given.
Shh.
Ah, look at that XP fodder. And Noelle is mine. She was guaranteed though. Yeah. And no more summons for the rest of my life. None on this file anyway. I have all these fates, but I can't use them. Okay, who to get first? Well, first off, let's make sure our characters are equipped. Well, obviously, Sword of Dissension's great. And these 3-star weapons are going to do just fine. Let's see. Ooh, healing on defeating an opponent. Increased damage against weak spots. Damage against Hydra or Pyro affected enemies. Ooh. I might just use that one. For now. I'm gonna refine it too. While I'm here. So basically, if you have a double of a weapon, you can put it in the refine slot and increase its effect. Like now my Pyro damage, or increased damage against enemies has gone from 12% to 15%. And it goes up to a max of rank 5. That's how that works. And I got a debate club, let's go, those are good. Okay. Alrighty, 3 characters. Now I can show you the Geo element. That's cool and all, but I can't summon anymore. I just want to get that off my screen. There we go. No more summons for the rest of this playthrough. For the rest of time. That feels nice. Not. That's what my other account's for. My main account. Which later today, in fact, I will be doing a live stream summon for Xiangling as he comes out tonight. And I am ready. I have 33,000 gems at the ready. Yes, definitely not free to play. But I will be getting Xiangling tonight. Alrighty. First things first,
From
who do I
now
want
on,
to get?
the adventures will probably get more and more dangerous. We should make sure we're prepared. We could start by going to Mondstadt's blacksmith.
Get rid of this. Alright, I'll enhance my weapon. Game mode. I'm going to go, yeah, 1 star first. Sword of Ascension will be something I continuously upgrade, so I will put everything into it for now. Alrighty. Look at that, my sword is good. Alright. You want me to talk to the blacksmith?
There's the blacksmith.
Let's talk to the blacksmith.
Take your pick. You'll find no...
The blacksmith is fun because you can make weapons
there.
and
Of course.
enhancement materials.
All you need is the ore.
How do I get the ore?
Anywhere. Everywhere. You look
I'll show you.
confused. Bring some back and I'll help you forge what you... No need.
Alright, let's show you how
Seems
to
like a
do
short-tempered guy. Was it
forges.
something we said?
Now keep in mind, Geo people and Claymore people have increased damage on ore veins, making Noelle the perfect candidate for farming ore at the blacksmith.
Someone
And-
needs assistance.
And so I will show you. We'll start with my character though. Ooh, treasure chest. If you see treasure chests with vines, always know to use pyro. Gotta love that. Windblade is so good. Alrighty. So yes, I will show you the difference that a claymore and geo make on iron ore, which has the lowest health of all ores. So, also, helpful fact, if you do your elemental sight, which is achieved on PlayStation by holding L1 and pressing